in the corner to Durant. Durant penetrates, jump shoots, rims off, and drops. Kevin Durant's first field goal after scoring 24 last night. 32-21. Webster over to Conley. Conley is open from about 12, misses. The rebound, Alan Taylor. Taylor waits for some help, and Steve Craig comes back to get the ball. They finally missed one. Craig on the sidelines to Ainge from 25. Too hard, no good.
And that brought
There's a foul on the rebound. It's on LaSalle.
Cougars got a reprieve there. Danny Ainge is a good outside shooter, but that wasn't a smart shot, being as far out as he was. You see it here, he's 25 feet away at least, and that's not a smart shot at that point.
Well, Durant was the young man who was fouled. The foul was called on number 30, Williams, his second foul. BYU at the ball. Runya came back in. Craig is out. Ainge from the corner. Too hard, no good. Loose ball rebound. LaSalle has it. There's a man out in front, Webster, for the cripple. He scores.
And I think LaSalle has had as many fast break buckets as the Cougars, and they're not known for a running team, so Coach Arnold's got to do something.
Well, they do call timeout. LaSalle leading 34-21. Jay Montz and Mel Rogers with BYU basketball from the Marriott Center. 7 minutes and a second to go in the first half. LaSalle leading by 13 points, 34-21. LaSalle shooting 64% from the field. That is 16 out of 25, while the Cougars are 10 out of 23.
And the Cougars just got a rather serious lecture from Coach Arnold about playing smart basketball, which they haven't been doing, about hanging on to passes as well.
All right, BYU shooting 42%. There's Roberts from the baseline. He scores, and he was fouled. They went low to Big Fred, and Fred banked one home. Fred with 5 points.
This is what we remember Fred from last year. Good at going up over the defensive man, making that bank shot.
The foul was on Stan Williams, 6'7" junior, and that's Williams' third personal foul of the ball game. Fifth team foul on LaSalle. Roberts' free throw is good.
That makes it a 10-point game.
Roberts has 6 of them for BYU. The Cougars pressing, but LaSalle gets it into forecourt. Webster over the midcourt line. BYU man-to-man defense. That's Brooks. Brooks against Roberts. Lob. Bad pass, goes out of bounds. There's a new man in the game for LaSalle. Number 24 is Don Word, a 6'5" junior. Mo Conley comes back into the game for LaSalle, and going out is Stan Williams. So BYU gets the ball on a turnover, down by 10 points.
And they have a chance to cut it to 8.
Runya to Roberts. To Durant at the baseline. Fall away 8-footer. Short, no good. The rebound this time by LaSalle. Here they come on the run. Kanaski leading the way. He is fouled at the free throw line by Runya. On Scott Runya, number 1.
Look, it looks like they'll say Kanaski was shooting on that. It looks like he was, and that will bring him to the line.
He has 10 points on 5 field goals, shooting from the free throw line for the first time.
He's a 72% free throw shooter.
Good. It's an 11-point edge again. 6:21 to go. 5 out of 6 from the foul line for LaSalle. Second shot good. Got them both. Into the game, Lynham. For 23 is Kevin Lynham, a junior. BYU's ball. Runya to forecourt to Roberts. Roberts made a bad pass right into the hands of Webster. Going with him is Durant. He feeds it back to Brooks, who slam dunks it.
And what could have been an 8-point game a few minutes ago is now a 14-point game.
And it was BYU with a bad pass once again. Roberts with the ball for the Cougars. To Ainge on the sidelines. Ainge drives inside and is tied up. No, he was fouled.
There you see it again, the foul. It was on
number 23.
Number 23,
Lynham.
That's right, Lynham.
His first foul. Team foul number 6. BYU will take it out on the sidelines. Trumbull came out. Taylor in. Brigham Young. Runya with the ball. They're down by 14 right now. Roberts to Runya. To Durant. Down low to Taylor. Back to Ainge, who shoots. No good. The rebound knocked out of bounds. It'll be BYU's ball. Steve Craig comes in and Danny Ainge comes out. Danny with only 4 points here in the first half.
Ainge hasn't been hitting his usual shots. He's going to get to sit down and rest for a minute, come back in.
BYU out of bounds play to Runia. Runia from the corner. Good by Scott Runia. Runia has 6 points. It's 38-26. And the Cougars 12 out of 27 shooting wise. Webster into forecourt. Webster working against Runia on the outside. 5:24 to play in the first half now. Out in front it goes to Lynham. Into Brooks. And Brooks has 2 more. Michael Brooks with 13 points. It's 40-26. BYU down by 14. Down the left side. Durant to Roberts. To Runia. Runia shoots. In, back out. No good. Rebound this time. LaSalle. So the Cougars are down by 14 and the Explorers have the ball. Webster walks it into the forecourt. Works down the left side. Lobs for Brooks. He's double teamed, so he goes off to Word, and Word misses the layup. Fight for the rebound, goes in the corner, and Brooks chases after it and gets it. Out in front to Webster. Webster to Word. Word works towards the corner. Back out to Webster. And a whistle sounds. Traveling call on LaSalle. On the Explorers, their 5th turnover. Ainge coming back in for BYU, and Steve Craig goes out.
There you see Lefty Irwin. Head coach Frank Arnold from BYU was unhappy a few moments ago. He thought there was some fouling under the basket when LaSalle got a rebound.
BYU on the attack, trailing by 14. Runia in the corner to Ainge. Down low to Taylor. Taylor from about 6 feet. It's goaltending. It'll count. Brooks high in the air to block that one, but goaltending is called.
That was a good call. The ball was on its way down when that happened, as you'll see here.
Gives Alan Taylor 6 points. LaSalle coming back down court now. They go all the way to the free throw line to Connolly. Connolly from 20. No good. Tipped over in the corner. Runia gets it and bats it back off the leg of Word out of bounds. So the Cougars have possession.
Good control by Runia to be able to do that.
40-28. BYU staying within striking distance while not playing their best game. Runia on the outside to Durant. Down low to Taylor. Baseline jumper is good.
This is what the Cougars are going to have to do. This is what BYU did to come back against Oral Roberts. You've got to keep sawing wood. You've got to keep playing smart basketball, not 20-footers.
LaSalle with the basketball. Line up to the key, and the crowd erupts. It's a 10-point game with 3.5 to go. They'll stand and hold the ball out at midcourt, and BYU will go out after it. Runia goes out to get Webster. And Lynham is out there, too. They're going to be very, very patient with the ball. Webster out at midcourt. Connolly back to Webster. A 10-point game. Now to Brooks. Brooks to Webster. Off to Word, whose shot is good. Nice control, nice shot.
Good move by Word to avoid Alan Taylor on that. You see, Taylor was right there, but Word moved and got the basket.
BYU with the ball. They get it to Ainge. Ainge's shot is blocked. He is fouled. It'll be goaltending also. The field goal will count, and there will also be a foul.
We'll look at it here, see if you agree with the call. The ball is up now. Whether it had started down, what the situation is, I don't know. But they called it good, and Ainge comes to the free throw line.
Danny Ainge has 6 points. He'll shoot a foul shot. And on LaSalle, the foul is on number 23, Kevin Lynham. It's on 23. That'd be his 2nd foul.
That's 17 fouls on LaSalle. So from now on a common foul, LaSalle will, or BYU rather, will come to the free throw line.
42-32 with 2:51 left to play in the first half. Coming back in for LaSalle, number 22, Kurt Kanaski. And coming out is number 11, Greg Webster.
Danny Ainge can cut this to 9, which is the lowest margin it's been for a long time.
The shot is good by Danny to give him 7. BYU is 3 out of 4 foul shooting. LaSalle comes into forecourt. Kanaski shoots from outside. It spins out of there. No good. Durant, the rebounder for BYU. Devin into forecourt. Devin to the circle. Cuts on through. In the corner to Runia, who pumps one up. Good by Scott Runia.
It's nice to see Scott Runia hitting now. Runia's on. The Cougars are rolling, and the fans are coming to life.
It's a 7-point game. Traveling called on Lynham. And they turn it over to BYU.
And this is when it gets so difficult for those visiting teams to play in the Marriott Center. When the Cougars get a roll like this, the fans come to life, and it seems like everything you do as a visitor goes wrong.
BYU now shooting 50%. Roberts to Durant. Durant underneath, scores. No, wait a minute. The ball didn't drop, but there was a whistle on the play. The Cougars drew a foul underneath.
Well, look
Coach
at
from
it
LaSalle
here.
is really mad.
Durant's there. You see he's pushed there on the side.
It was Don Word who committed the foul, his first foul. Devin Durant for BYU at the line.
It's a 7-point lead, and Durant can make it a 5-point lead, making the 1-1 here.
Reggie Miller in the game. The Cougars are now shooting 50% from the field, or just under. At the line will be Devin Durant.
72% shooter.
It's good. In America. Tomorrow evening at 6. Good by Devin Durant. So the Cougars cut down that 14-point lead to 5, 42-37. And Ainge almost stole the ball at midcourt. Conley has it. Conley to Lynham. Lynham out at midcourt over to Kanaski. Down to Miller. Out in front again, the left side to Connolly. Under 2 minutes in the first half now. Miller came in just a moment ago. Reggie Miller, number 35, is a 6'5" senior. BYU within 5 points of the Explorers. Miller to Kanaski at right quarter court. Out in front it goes to Lynham. Lynham to Kanaski. They're playing catch out in front. A minute and a half to go in this first half. BYU with a zone, a 3-2 zone.
Cougars are going to have to come out or there'll be a technical call.
Kanaski and Lynham have the ball out in front. BYU being very patient on defense. They've cut that down to a 5-point ball game right now with a little over a minute to go in the first half. Last basket of the half to be an important momentum basket.
Both coaches up off their benches watching the action intently.
BYU goes man-to-man and goes out after the basketball now. Ainge on Kanaski almost knocked it free. He shovels it out of bounds underneath. BYU gets the ball. So the Cougars have a chance to get 2 more with 46 seconds to go in the half. Rooney over the 10-second line. Down the sidelines to Roberts. Now Taylor, who's on the outside. Over to Rooney. Rooney working on the dribble at quarter court. Lobs for Roberts. Roberts close in. The shot is blocked. It's goaltending once again.
That's a good call, Jay, because the ball did hit the bank board, and if the defensive player touches the ball after it's hit the bank board on a shot, it is called goaltending, and that's a good call.
42-39 with 27 seconds to go in the half. Over the line comes Lynham. BYU to within 3 points. Kanaski has it. 12 seconds. And the ball is fouled. It's Danny Ainge who got him on the wrist this time. 15 foul on BYU, second foul on Ainge. 9 seconds. Kanaski in the corner, shoots it from the corner, and no good. Durant gets it with 1 second. Durant from 45 feet, it hit the rim. Wow. Devin Durant, the first half ends on that note with the score. At halftime, LaSalle 42, Brigham Young 39, and we'll be back in just a moment with the second half of tonight's championship game. All right, jumping center for Bean points. BYU down by 3 as we go to the final 20 minutes of tonight's game. The ball in the air. Taylor tips it to Roberts to Ainge for a cripple. And BYU scores on the jump. Danny Ainge's 9th point, and it's a 1-point ball game now. Lynham over to Kanaski. Back to Lynham. BYU man-to-man defense. Down the left side to Connolly. Outside. Roberts, that tough job on Brooks. There's a jumper that's no good. The rebound by BYU. They throw it away. Lynham shoots. He misses. The rebound by Danny Ainge. Ainge with the ball down to Durant. Durant will shoot from the sidelines. Uses the glass and scores. BYU with the lead.
And the Cougars jumped out to that lead in a hurry. We've had less than a minute take place here in the second half, and the Cougars from 3 points behind are now 1 point ahead.
Brooks with the ball to line him to the baseline inside, and Alan Taylor may have fouled him with the body. 43-42. Brigham Young now with 19:07 to go in this game.
Here you'll see the foul. He fakes out Runia, passes in to line him.
Taylor commits the foul. Number 2 on Alan Taylor. Shooting will be Kurt Kanaski. Good. Tie game. He's 3 out of 3 as a free throw shooter. And his team is 7 out of 8. Good. Got them both. So LaSalle back in the lead. 44-43. Runia forecourting to Roberts. Over to Durant. That's Danny Ainge from the free throw line. No good. Rebounds his own shot. Into Taylor, who scores. Danny Ainge missed the shot, rebounded, and got an assist.
Danny Ainge tailing his own shot. He knew where it was going better than anybody else. He got there and made the pass.
45-44. Brigham Young leading. Brooks whirling inside. He may have been fouled before the shot. And if so, is it Danny Ainge that got him? It is. Danny Ainge's 3rd personal foul. Frank Arnold up with some concern. Danny reaching in, caught an arm. On Ainge, foul number 3 for BYU, number 2 of the second half. Cougars ahead by 1 point. In the corner, a shot from the corner. High off the rim, no good. Roberts wins the rebound fight. Down to Runia. Runia to Ainge. Free throw, no passes to Taylor, who forces in and scores. A tremendous assist by Danny Ainge. 12 points for Taylor. And BYU has a 3-point edge, 47-44. LaSalle wants to slow it down a bit. Lynham in the corner to Connolly. Back to Lynham. Connolly working on the dribble outside to Lynham. Opposite side now to Williams.
Cougars are back in their zone defense.
Lynham shoots over the top of it and hits it. Kevin Lynham, 2nd field goal of the game, his 4th point. BYU up by a point. Ainge over the midcourt stripe to Roberts. To Durant. Free throw line jumper is good by Devin Durant. 8 points for Devin.
Durant puts it on the floor, gets balanced, and shoots.
Lynham with the ball on the outside. Now Kanaski. Back to Lynham. BYU a 3-2 zone. Lynham signaling a play, working around on the outside. Down in the corner it goes. The shot is too hard, no good. Brooks gets it, puts it back up, no good. Up again, good. The follow through, 3 shots that time, and Williams got the field goal. BYU shooting 83%.
A good exhibition of rebounding by LaSalle.
Roberts free throw line to Runia to Ainge.